All right. This is, I'm super disorganized. I think this is episode 5. We're going to call it episode 5. Breathe 911. Today's episode is called Brain Health. So I listened to an Ed Mylett podcast. If you haven't heard of Ed Mylett, I highly recommend giving his podcast a listen. He's awesome. And he had someone named Kevin Hines on who, he jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge in, I think it was 2000, and survived. One of the only survivors, if not the only survivor. He has an amazing story, and he's an advocate for mental health, or what he likes to say is brain health. So today I want to talk about the term mental health and brain health. So forever, it's, Mental Health Day. Across Canada, the US, they have all these mental health awareness things, especially for everybody. A lot of it's to do with first responders, military vets, a lot of the people that we're trying to be in community with. So Kevin said, it's as simple as flipping some language. So some language that we use when we say mental health, I don't like that. I didn't know that I didn't like it, and I don't like it. I think it's a term that's widely used and it's accepted, so it's okay. But I think we can do better. So mental health has this connotation of like being mental. You're mentally unstable, mentally crazy. You're a mental case. All these terms that's like, oh yeah, there's still a huge stigma attached to, I think, the term mental. You would be committed to a mental hospital in the past. These are the terms that we use. This is the English language. And I am the last guy who's for censoring anyone's speech. I think freedom of speech is super important. So whatever term you use, it doesn't offend me in any way. But for me personally, to think of it in terms of what he called it, brain health, I think brain health is an infinitely better term to use. I'm going to just refer to my notes here. So one thing that I like about mental health, or one thing I like about brain health over mental health, is I think when we think of mental, it's like this ethereal, it's this like unseen thing. We have a mental problem that's somewhere, it's in our heads, it's kind of the way we think, and it's not something that's like concrete and solid. And I am very much a kinetic person, get my hands on something. So when I think of brain health, I think of that word, I think of, the brain, that's the gray matter in my head. Like the way that I feed it, the way I give it, can give it oxygen, the way I think, like the foods that I eat, the sleep that I get, everything can affect this organ that's in my head, like another muscle, like your biceps, or your triceps, or your chest, like working on those muscles, you can actually do things to work on the organ in your head that gives you a better mental state, that allows you to do the things and be around the people and do the things with the people that you want to do them with. It makes your life better. So, I also think the word, when I say mental health, I'm like, I have a mental health issue. I'm having a mental health issue. I need a therapist or a psychiatrist. I need to talk to somebody. And I think we need to do those things at times. For sure, we do. Like that is an important piece of the puzzle. But I think brain health gives us more control and more ownership of ourselves. So it's like, yes, maybe, but if I think of it in brain health, I'm like, what are the things that I can do to take control of that? What are the ways that I can better my brain, that I can work out my brain? What are the things that I can do to make it better? Maybe those things are necessary, maybe not. So for me, it gave me more empowerment to like say, oh yeah, I get to decide the things that I do to this physical organ in my head to make my life what I want it to be. I think that was about it. That was about the extent of where I got with it. That's what I took away. I took away the importance of all the habits we can take, but I am going to try to use the term brain health instead of mental health. I think if we can commit to improving our brain health, then that, I just think it gives us more ownership of what we're trying to do and how healthy we're trying to be. So that's the topic for today. Super easy, super short, super simple. The website is up. Things are happening. We got a workshop, a breathing workshop tomorrow, which is December 7th, whenever you're listening to this. On the weekend, we got cold plunge in Lake Huron up in Canada, Ontario, near London. We're doing that. And then also, if you're new, head on over to breathe-911.com, and there's a little blue button on the front page. It says free guide, and it's a free guide. 3 simple things, 3 areas of your life that you can look at to improve your physical, mental health, right? Physical, emotional, brain health. Let's say that. Physical, emotional, brain health. So there's 3 ways. Go there, click. It's a free guide. Costs you nothing. If you want to find out more about everything we're doing, head on over to Instagram, Breathe911, Darren Jansen. Find me there, message me. Would love to connect with you. If you want to be on the podcast, if we're going to start telling first responders stories, if you want a chance to be on the podcast, send me a message through the website. Probably Instagram is the best way to get in touch with me, and I would love to talk to you. I'm going to do my best to make them all in person. We got a couple coming up in person, a couple coming up via Zoom. And we're just going to start telling people stories and connecting and growing as a community. So thank you very much for tuning in. Give it a like, subscribe, share, all those things. And if there's a way that you see that I can improve, I'm looking for improvement always. So if you have any ideas, connect with me. Love you all. Have a good day.